The following program is sponsored. The opinions and statements made by the hosts and guests do not necessarily reflect the views of WBOB or its parent company, the Chesapeake Portsmouth Broadcasting Corporation.
It's time for Real Estate Radio with Angela and Howard. Angela and Howard talk about what's new in real estate and answer your buying and selling questions. To participate in today's show, call 222-TALK. That's 222-8255. And now, here are Angela and Howard.
Good morning, everybody. This is such an exciting day.
You're laughing already.
Well, because you're making fun of me.
I'm not making fun of you.
Oh, my God. He said, I've got the wrong headset. It's too big. Oh.
Well,
that means my head's bigger than your head.
Well, that's okay.
Well, my brain's bigger.
There you go.
That's an obvious reason. I got a bigger, better brain.
You got a bigger, better brain?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll switch headsets during the next commercial. Anyway.
Good morning, everybody.
Welcome to Real Estate Radio.
With
so
Angela and
excited
Howard.
to be here. This is a fantastic weekend. I started my weekend off already and went out last night to a play.
A play?
The Sound of Music.
Well,
and if you haven't seen it, it's really, really fantastic. It's still here for the rest of the weekend. There's also the Blue Angels are in town, and I think the fair started too.
And
so,
the Jaguars play tomorrow?
It is just a fun weekend.
But we're going to start it with Real Estate Radio with Angela and Howard, of course.
Of course.
That makes it a great weekend, right?
Absolutely.
Hey, we had a great week. We hope that everybody did. We met some great people this week, and I got to tell one of those stories because, I love to help people. And we met a lady this week who wants to downsize. Now, she wants to, but her husband, he wants to stay where he is. So that always creates something interesting. And he wasn't there, but she was. Actually, she wanted to cancel the appointment, and she called the wrong person to cancel. So we showed up, and she didn't want to let us in, but we talked for a couple of minutes, and then she invited us in. And when I had talked to her on the phone before we went over there, she had talked about making some changes. And one of the changes she wanted to make, she thought her house didn't sell previously because of one of the bathrooms. She wanted to update one of the bathrooms. She had an older home, and it was in a really very popular area of town. And I don't know, do we want to say the area of town it was? I guess we can.
We could.
Go ahead.
San Marco.
San Marco, a really nice area of town. And she thought that since it had one of these cast iron tubs, that some people wouldn't want that. So she thought she'd spend the money to put in a shower.
Yeah, modernize it.
Yeah. I said, don't do that. This was before I went to see the house. I said, don't do that. You're not going to get your money back. Now, might it make your home more sellable? I said it might, but you'll never get your money back. Anyway, so we went over there. She did let us in, showed us around her house. She had so much gorgeous furniture in the house. But anyway, so we went in and she showed us the bathroom, and I pointed out something to her, and it was like a light bulb went off. I said, a millennial might buy your home, or someone with young kids. Now, what do people with young kids need?
A bathtub.
A bathtub to wash their children.
Their babies, yeah.
And if she had taken out that bathtub and put in a shower, that would eliminate probably 30%, maybe 40% of potential buyers. And she said, oh, my gosh, you're right.
Yes. Plus, there's a lot of ladies who like to take baths. So the master only has a shower. So if you want to take a bath, you got to have a tub somewhere in the house.
So we saved her the potential of saving a lot of money and also eliminating a lot of potential buyers.
Yes.
And she had already decided she wasn't going to put the house back on the market until the spring anyway. But she said, you know what? After we left, she said, you know what? You guys, you make a great team. She said, I am going to hire you guys when it's time to put my house back on the market. And we walked away feeling so great because we helped someone or prevented someone from making a very costly
Mistake.
decision
Yes.
that just would not benefit her at all. Lovely, lovely lady. So that was really nice to do that for her.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
We also met another couple that were so frustrated, and I hate when this happens, but they were very unhappy with their last realtor because the realtor said that he was going to do things and didn't follow through. And like any profession, if one person in the profession does not do something that he or she promises, it makes the whole profession look bad. It's just like if there's one police officer that does something, it makes the whole police force look bad. So I hate when that happens. We left. We gave him some great advice. He loved what we had to say. Still wanted to interview a couple of other realtors, which is absolutely fine. In fact, we encourage that because then when they hear what we have to say and, listen to the radio, hear, the number of homes that we get sold, then they come back to us and say, you know what? You guys were the best. We're going to hire you. So that's what we do. So we had a great week.
It's funny because you started that saying, I hate it when, and I'm thinking, I'll love it when. I love it when we come behind somebody who did a bad job.
Well,
I do, because we get the opportunity to use our skill set and to get things done that other agents just can't get done.
Honed over many years, right?
Honed over?
Honed. Like a blade is honed.
Sharpened?
Sharpened.
Yes.
Smoothed on the edges.
Yes.
Yes.
So crazy today. It's going to be a weird one.
Oh, no, it's not going to be a weird one. Hey, we're your problem-solving realtors. We come to you every Saturday morning, and I'm going to do something that I have never, ever done. And you're looking at me like, oh, my God, what's he going to do this time?
Yeah.
No, I said I was going to do it last week because we had one person guess for the contest, so I'm repeating the same contest. For 2016, what was the number one exterior material for new construction? Okay? How hard is that? There are only like 5 major exterior materials.
Yep.
So call in. What's the number, Angela?
222-TALK to me. You have to call.
What's the number?
904-222-TALK. Which is 8255.
All right. So call in. You're going to get a little tracking device, which I know has helped some people. You can attach it to your keys and find your keys. And what it does is you can use your phone to then track your keys. Or if you lose your phone, you can use the device to find your phone. Or you can attach it to your car, and it'll help you use your phone to track your car. You can use, if your car gets stolen, you can track your car. It's really cool.
So funny. I think I'm going to put it on you, track you.
You really want to find me? Sometimes you want to get rid of me.
True. True.
We've got all kinds of stuff. We got about 2 minutes left, but we have a caller. And as soon as Alan puts his name in, we've got Clint. Good morning, Clint.
Hi, good morning.
How are you?
I'm great.
Good. We got about a minute and a half left. Go ahead.
Well, I believe that the answer to the quiz would be a cement fiberboard, such as a Hardy Plank product.
Well, that's a great guess, but it actually came in number 4. About 20% of the homes around the country have the fiber cement. So great guess. It's interesting that 15 years ago, you never heard of that. But, some people did, but it was hardly around at all. But now it's become much more popular and made it
I love that product.
To number 4. I do, too. I have it on one of my houses. Great product.
Yeah, well, all the construction I see out here at the beach, it seems like that's the building material of choice, but I guess it's not indicative of what's going on in the rest of the nation.
Yes. And,
I think you're right.
Yes, and the key to the question is, what is the number one around the country? Great guess. Thanks for calling. Do you have any real estate questions for us while you got us?
Not at this moment.
All right. Well, thanks for listening.
If I do.
All right. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for calling. We appreciate that. Hey, we got so much coming on the rest of the show for you today. We've got a We Can Help, an interesting question that comes up this time of year.
Yes.
That we are going to talk about. And also, if you're going to buy a condo, what are the important questions to talk about? And one of the favorite features here on Real Estate Radio. We'll tell you about that when we get back. Hey, WBOB listeners, it's your realtor on the radio, Howard Vergalis of Watson Realty Corp. Angela and I don't just do the radio show, we are active realtors. When it's time to buy, we will interview you to determine your specific housing needs. Distance to work, style of home, school needs, distance to place of worship, kids' activities, lifestyles, number of bedrooms, budget, and so much more. In short, we do our very best to find you your perfect home. We won't waste your time showing you houses that don't fit your needs. Whether you're moving up, moving into your first home, or now an empty nester, you can trust us for the most important purchase of your life. It's what we do. It's what we'll do for you. Experience the Angela and Howard Team Advantage. Call us at 421-7950. There's finally a mortgage lender in Jacksonville that sees financing differently. With 20 years' experience, CMG Financial understands that the most important purchase in your life, your home, deserves the right mortgage. Tim McConnell at CMG Financial will work to customize the best financing option for you. Angela and I recommend CMG Financial to all our customers. Give Tim a call at 528-2103. That's 528-2103. CMG Financial is a registered trade name of CMG Mortgage, Inc., NMLS number 1820, and licensed as a mortgage lender servicer by the Office of Financial Regulation, number MLD 375, individual MLS number 181046.
Are you buying a property being sold by HUD? As a buyer, you can select Watson Title Services of North Florida as your settlement agent. Avoid having to deal with out-of-town companies. And make sure you get the world-class customer service of Watson Title Services that Angela and Howard have come to expect. Call them at 461-3220 when you're looking at buying a HUD property to ensure your purchase goes through as smoothly as possible. That's 461-3220. Angela and Howard do. Angela Walker and Howard Vergalis of Watson Realty Corp. not only come to you every Saturday morning, but they would also like to work with you when you need them the most. That is, when you need to buy or sell a home. They pride themselves in giving you their very best effort every day and in every way. There are many realtors in the First Coast to choose from. Let them show you the Howard and Angela Team Advantage. Call them at 421-7950 or email them at realestateradio@yahoo.com. This segment of Real Estate Radio with Angela and Howard is brought to you by CMG Financial. For answers to your North Florida real estate questions, call into the show at 222-TALK. That's 222-8255.
Welcome back, everybody. We are so excited here on this happy, beautiful Saturday morning. You want to hear something funny?
Go ahead.
So my daughter was driving down the road yesterday,
Yeah.
and she texted me and said,
While she was driving?
no, I don't know that. I don't know that.
Gonna
I don't know that. I'm just saying she sent me a text and said she was driving down the road. And, Mom, I saw these two jets flying really close together, and then one disappeared. I think it might have crashed.
Oh, God.
I'm like, honey, have you ever heard of the Blue Angels? They're here. They're practicing. Nothing crashed. It's all good. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
I did see the Blue Angels practicing, and man, are they awesome.
Yeah, they're going to be
So
here
beautiful.
today and tomorrow. The gates open at 9, so they're open. The show starts at 10.
Yeah.
And the Blue Angels are the finale, but there'll be lots of shows there today.
Yeah. It's always a great time.
Including a
Love going
local person. One of the performers is Patty Wagstaff, and she is a many-time national aerobatic champion. She lives in St. Augustine.
Do you know her?
I have never
your flying?
met her,
No? Okay.
but
Just checking. Awesome.
she's a
So anyway, if
she's
you don't
terrific.
have anything to do today, go do that because that'll be fun. Or go to the fair or do something fun.
Okay,
Or buy a house.
that's fun.
That's going to be fun. There's
Okay.
a whole neighborhood-wide open house that you're part of today
Yes.
down in Palencia.
14 houses.
Yeah, we'll be open.
Yeah,
And that's a beautiful community. What, about 7 miles north of St. Augustine?
yeah.
Yeah, really nice. All right, let's talk about the numbers, Howard. Let's talk about, or you want to recap what the survey, not your
contest
question.
Really simple. For 2016, what was the number one exterior material for new construction? Okay. And
That's
we
simple.
know it's not
Hardy board.
fiber cement, which is Hardy Board.
Yep.
Hardy Board is actually the brand name. There are many other companies that make it.
James Hardy who developed it. That's why it's called Hardy Board.
Yeah. It doesn't rot, and it doesn't get termites. It's really good stuff.
Yeah, it's cement. It's got a 50-year warranty. All right. According to Northeast Florida Multiple Listing Service, this past week for homes and condominiums, 705 offers got accepted. That's up 13% from last week. 670 new homes came on the market, and that's down about 9% from last week. Now, 132 of the 670, they're already under contract. Howard, do the math. Is that 20%?
That's 20%.
It's 20%. 41 of those went under contract on the very first day. And 541 of you actually closed on a home for yourself. And we say,
congratulations.
Yep. And that was up just a little bit, about 3% from the previous week.
You know, we got a couple of customers that are first-time home buyers, and they are, looking for homes that are under $200,000, somewhere between $100,000 and $200,000.
Yes.
When good ones come on the market, they're the ones that are selling the first day. Oh, my God.
With multiple
offers. My son is one of those people that are looking. He put in an offer on a house last week. There were at least 4 offers that we're aware of. There may have been more. And your customer...
And he had a very strong offer, and it didn't get accepted. So
yeah, it was over list price.
Way over.
That he put in.
And the one they accepted was over his. So people are offering crazy offers.
And
in this price range.
Your customer has lost 5 or 6 offers.
I've written 5 contracts with them, and they've lost every time.
And a couple of them were not even beautiful houses. Some of those were a little bit of fixer-uppers. It's just because they were on the low-end side. So
they're in the lower end on the price range, and they're not just competing with other homeowners. They're competing with investors in that price range. So investors tend to have cash. And, cash is king. It just is.
It just is.
Yep.
All right.
So we've written 5 offers, and who knows how many more we'll write.
And this time of year, the number of houses that come on the market slow down. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. But, it's the end of a month where, by the way, happy Halloween week to everyone that celebrated Halloween. You don't like Halloween, do you?
I hate Halloween, no.
But you saw your grandchildren dressed up.
Yeah, I did.
And you liked that. I know that you liked that.
We didn't eat any candy. I don't eat candy.
You're on a diet, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Has it been working well for you? We're going to tell the whole city, the whole Northeast Florida. Not well enough?
No.
But, you've lost.
I've lost.
Okay, good for you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, one of the fun features here on Real Estate Radio at the end of each month are the high and low sales.
Yes.
And it was an interesting one this week.
Tell us.
Over $1 million, there were 21. But here's the interesting thing. What do we usually say? What do we really always know about the ones that
They're waterfront?
Well, more specifically,
oceanfront.
Not a single one of the 21 was oceanfront. I thought that was
that's
really...
Hurricane Irma's fault.
No, they were still on the market.
People are more leery about buying oceanfront homes.
Well, they
are. So they're going riverfront, or they're just in the middle of neighborhoods that have beautiful homes.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, 11 of them were on the water. And I'm not talking about a pond in your backyard. These were on, a
river,
marsh or a river.
Intercoastal.
Yeah, so 11 of the 21. And 8 were cash purchases.
Yeah, most of them are.
The biggest one, let me talk about the biggest one. $3,225,000.
Uh-huh.
And it was a big one.
Okay.
9,122 feet, had 6 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms, and it was, you know how I say it with an accent?
Yes.
Ponte Vedra Beach. Okay.
La-ti-da.
La-ti-da. It was on a marsh. Now, this house had a billiard room, a wine cellar that holds 1,300 bottles.
Wow.
Why do you need that much?
Because they're a collector.
I don't know. It had a projection room, okay, an exercise room, had a guest house, came with a 60-foot boat slip.
Wow.
It had 2 whole house generators that held 2,000 gallons. The underground buried tank
Yes.
to propel, to make the generators work, 2,000 gallons.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh. And it had hurricane shutters
Yeah.
around the whole house
Yeah.
that were remote control.
I love that.
So you push a button, they all come down. And 3 2-car garages.
Wow.
And, of course, a pool and a guest house. Yeah. Now, they bought it 4 years ago, and the price increased 26% in 4 years. So they did pretty well. So for $353 a foot, pretty good.
Yes.
Nice house.
I bet.
It
should be. I mean, it sounds amazing.
Pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Now, on the other side of the spectrum, not selling for $353 a foot, but selling for $4.97 a foot. You could have bought. Alan says that's one you wanted. Alan is shaking his head. Alan's our producer. It sold for $6,500, 1,329 feet, a 3-bedroom, 1 bath, and it said, the ad said, "Attention contractors and rehabbers."
Yeah.
So it needed a little work. It was a short sale, and it was off of Moncrief. But you could have bought it, fixed it up, and perhaps have it as a rental property.
Yeah.
So $3,225,000 or $6,500. Either way, you could have gotten your home.
You can find whatever you want in this part of the country.
That's right. Now, for condos, the high one, there were 2 of them that sold for $1 million. The high one was sort of oceanfront. And when I mean by sort of oceanfront, it was in the Spinnaker Resort. Now, the Spinnaker Resort is a bunch of condos that are in a big U-shaped. They're 4 stories, and this one was probably 500 feet away from the ocean.
Yeah.
So it had an ocean view, but you're not like right on the ocean. You're facing the ocean, but you're 500 feet away from it.
Okay,
you're
that's
about
still
ready to
oceanfront.
It's oceanfront.
If you don't have anything between you and the ocean, like a road, you're oceanfront.
You're oceanfront. Okay.
So
and,
your description is just all wrong.
Well, and I thought
And
it was,
all those people who live in that building are mad at you now because you've just said their building's not oceanfront. It's absolutely oceanfront.
it's oceanfront, but it's
You're
not
just-
like, you know,
oh, stop it.
you're not looking down at the people walking on the beach because you're too far away. Okay. Also,
That's what binoculars
I thought it
are
was
for.
interesting that they also said this was the penthouse. There are only 4 floors. When I think of penthouse, I think of really high. Anyway, it was $1,350,000. It was just under 3,000 square feet, 4-bedroom, 3.5 baths, and as I said, the Spinnaker Resort. Pretty nice. Now, the lowest price one was $22,000. It was a 1-bedroom, 1 bath, 830 square feet. And it needed a little bit of work. It needed electrical box and some plumbing and some flooring and some painting.
Sounds like a lot of bit of work.
Well, but, you know, how much would that cost for 830 square feet?
Not much.
It needed a new air conditioner. So you could have bought that for $22,000, put $8,000 or $10,000 into it, have a condo that you could live in or rent and have a good investment property there.
Yeah.
Properties like these come up.
Where was that one?
That was in the Arlington area.
Good.
All right. So those are the highs and lows for the month. And interest rates didn't do much of anything this past week. So we don't need to go into detail about those. But interest rates are still great. They were projected to come up about a point this year, but here we are into November, and they've moved, you know.
I mean, 3.625 for FHA and VA. Come on.
That's pretty
Love.
good. That's pretty good. Hey, thanks for listening to us. We're only through at the second segment. We got lots more stuff to talk about. We got a question that came in for a buyer. We got an interesting landlord and tenant tip of the week. And we got, if you want to buy a condo, there are different questions that you need to ask. So stay with us, everybody. We will be right back. Right, Angela?
Right.
What's the number? 222-8255. Call us with your questions. We will be right here. The area code is 904. Stay with us, everybody. We'll be right back.
Ed Dean, Mike Gallagher, Dennis Prager, The Savage Nation, Mark Levin, WBOB, AM 600 and FM 101.1. The Answer.
With SRN News, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. President Trump paid a solemn visit on Friday to the memorial at Pearl Harbor, something of a sacred journey for a commander-in-chief who's about to embark on an Asia trip that's going to be shadowed by fears of yet another major international conflict in the region. Of course, it is a threat of North Korea's growing nuclear and missile technology that is posing the greatest challenge. The president will be making stops in several countries. He'll arrive in Japan tomorrow, the first of 5 countries he'll be visiting. Congressional leaders are now pushing for sexual harassment training in Congress as the national spotlight on gender hostility in the workplace now falls on Capitol Hill. The calls follow an Associated Press report on several female lawmakers who say they experience harassment from their male colleagues in the House of Representatives. The spotlight is focusing on sexual harassment in many forms in the aftermath of the Harvey Weinstein revelations. This is SRN News.
Hi, everybody. It's Ed Dean, your morning show host right here on WBOB. Coming up December the 1st from 6 to 9 p.m., it is a Friday night. I am inviting you, yes, you, the loyal listener of this radio show in this station, to a free event. It's our 1-year anniversary party. Free entertainment, free hors d'oeuvres. We're going to be giving away prizes and gift cards, special appearances. It's going to be great, but it's just not open to anybody, but only to you, the loyal listener. You must RSVP me. Email me so I can get you on the list, ed@wbob.com, ed@wbob.com. Again, our 1-year anniversary party here at the Salem Center, Friday, December the 1st, from 6 to 9 p.m. Free hors d'oeuvres, giving away gift cards and prizes. Again, email me so I can get you on the list, ed@wbob.com. Again, that's ed@wbob.com.
So what would you do with an extra $500 a month in your budget? $500. This isn't hypothetical, by the way. This is something you may need to think about very soon if you decide to become a member of MediShare. MediShare is a way to pay for your health care, and typically it costs $500 less per month for a family versus other health care plans. So seriously, think about this. You could pay off loans, pay down a mortgage, save the money for retirement, donate to charity. That would be a big deal. But you know what? Here's the best thing. MediShare works. It has 250,000 members, and it's growing fast. With MediShare, not only do you save, you don't have to pay for things you don't believe in either, and that is a beautiful thing too. So here's how you can find out more, and you might actually wind up saving even more than $500 a month. So check into it. Call 833-39-BIBLE. That's 833-39-BIBLE, now available in Montana. 833-39-BIBLE.
Hi, this is Karen Morton, chairman of the Republican Party here in Duval County. I'm inviting you to listen in on our new show, The Inside Track with the Duval GOP. Join me and my guests as we cover politics, events, issues, and how we can all take action to make a difference right here from Jacksonville. There's always a lot going on, so please tune in. We are live, local, The Inside Track, every Thursday afternoon at 2 o'clock, starting on November 9th, right here on WBOB.
Stuck in traffic? WBOB has the answer.
Roads still look good. Watch out for the construction blocking the left lane at Blanding Boulevard South. And that's over there at Brandon Field Road. As for the weather, going to be sunny today, looking for high about 82. Cloudy tonight, low 63, and then about a 20% chance of showers. Partly sunny skies as the day progresses. Highs 78. Up to 66. WBOB, AM 600, the answer.
Let's return to Real Estate Radio with Angela and Howard. For answers to your North Florida real estate questions, call into the show at 222-TALK. That's 222-8255.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for staying tuned with us through our station break. We really appreciate it. But here at Real Estate Radio, we want to talk about, I need someone to call in about the contest.
Yeah, this is an easy one. What's the number one exterior material for new construction?
Yeah.
Okay, and we know it's not fiber cement, so it's not hardy board.
Right.
So, like, is it brick? Is it vinyl siding? Is it stucco? What is it?
What is it?
What is it? Just call in
in.
and guess. How?
904-222-TALK, which is 8255.
Yeah. Hey, let's make let's have someone from out of the local area call. We got listeners from all
anybody can call. I just
over.
want somebody to call.
All right. Hey, this is a We Can Help segment. We get questions from our listeners and customers that we thought we'd share with you from time to time, and we entitle this segment, We Can Help.
Absolutely.
So we get this question every year, just about this time of year, and sometimes it's from homeowners who already have their homes on the market, and sometimes it's from homeowners who want to sell, but they think that waiting to sell until next spring is better. So the answer may surprise you. It's actually a better time to sell now than waiting till spring. And here's why. First of all, there is less competition now than waiting till spring. Since the number of comparable homes for sale is less now, then it's a greater probability that a buyer is going to look at your home and therefore buy your home.
Yes.
How about that?
Yes.
Okay.
The other thing I like about the buyers at this time of year is they're serious buyers. While it's true that some buyers may stop their home search in the fall or winter, serious buyers are going to continue to look no matter what time of year it is. They need to have a house.
Yeah. All right, number 3, mortgage rates are still low. Now, this is still allowing more people to buy. Rates are expected to go up. Now, we said a couple minutes ago before the break that they were expected to go up this year about a point. They haven't.
And last
They've
year, too,
gone
and
up
it didn't.
only about a fifth of a point, but they're still expected to go up. This will result in less people being able to buy your home. As for your buyers out there, this is the reason that you should buy now. So
Right.
don't
So if
wait
you're a
till
buyer,
spring, because
jump in the game.
yeah, if you wait till spring, then as we said, there'll be more competition and rates will be higher.
Yes.
You'll be able to buy less house.
The next one is that the transaction can happen a lot faster.
Why is that?
And well, the reason is that there's fewer transactions happening during this time of year than there are in the spring. So that means that you're going to get better service and more availability from lenders, surveyors, home inspectors, appraisers. They're just all more available because they have less work to do. And that means that, generally speaking, the closing can happen faster.
Yeah, sometimes in the spring it might take 50 days, 55 days, 60 days because they're all so
people are so busy.
Also, repair people.
Yes.
Because sometimes there are repairs needed and it takes a while to find them, to get them to work. But this time of year, there's less. Okay, so bottom line is the same percentage of houses are on the market sell all year round. So don't wait. If somebody calls you and says that, you got people there for the holidays and you don't want to show it that day, just give an alternate date. Don't worry that you're having people over for the holiday season if your house is on the market.
Yeah, people expect that, actually.
Yeah, or if you're going to visit other people, that's a perfect time for you to, for your house to be shown.
Yeah, if you're traveling for the holidays, put your house on the market and we'll show your house while you're gone.
Okay.
Easy.
You got a wrap-up comment for all that?
Yes. Okay. Howard and I are going to be here working virtually every day during the upcoming season. So some of you will be traveling and visiting your relatives. I think I just said this. It's a great time for you to put your house on the market, and we'll show your house to people visiting here from other locations who are planning to move to Northeast Florida. So, again, whatever your real estate question, we're here to help you. So we'll give you the best advice we can, or refer you to someone who can take care of your needs.
Yeah, by the way, if you don't want to be on the air asking a question, you can always call us after the show at 421-7950. Just remember, we can help.
We
All
can.
right, we've got John on the line. Good morning, John.
Oh, I just wanted to try to answer the siding question.
Yes, go ahead.
I'm going to go with vinyl siding.
Vinyl siding is the correct answer.
Yay!
27% of the homes in the United States are siding, but actually it varies dramatically by the area of the country. For example, 72% in New England are vinyl, but almost no vinyl on the West Coast, in the mountain area, or in Texas. By the way, stucco is number 2 at 24%, and brick is number 3 at 22%. Good guess, John.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I was going to go with either stucco or vinyl because they use a lot of stucco. Vinyl is good up. I'm from the Northeast, so I know they use a lot of vinyl there.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah,
So,
Northeast.
Anyway, originally I live here now, but okay. Well, thank you.
Well, we're going to send you back to our producer. He's going to get your full name and address so we can send you that tracking device. We appreciate that. Do you have any real estate questions while you have us?
You may have hung up.
Oh.
No, he's there.
Okay.
John?
All right.
Yes.
Yes. Did you have any real estate questions while you're on the air with us?
Actually, I was going to listen to your comments about what to look for when you buy a condo, because that sounds real interesting.
Well, that's what we'll do next then.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that sounds real good. I always have questions about buying condos.
Okay,
well,
good.
there are some unique ones, and we'll get to that in just a minute. That
right.
siding
Okay,
question,
Thank you,
that
John.
siding question is real interesting because in the Northwest, for example, which means the Pacific area.
Yes.
There's like no vinyl. Stucco is 60%, fiber cement 32%. So that's 92% of the siding is stucco and fiber cement. There's like no vinyl up in the Northwest.
Surprising.
Yeah.
To me. Surprising.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. Well, since he asked,
let's talk about the condo.
Let's talk about the condo. So issues you may want to consider when buying a condo. And I've got a dozen of them.
All right.
Because some of these are very, very different than when buying a home. So not only should you consider the condition of the actual unit itself, but also the condition of the building and the common area and how they are maintained, because the association maintains the building, particularly if it's a multi-story building, and the common area.
Yeah, so if they're not maintaining it, that's an indicator of, one, how they're running the place, and two, do they have enough money to do the maintenance?
Yeah, and if there are a large number for sale, that could indicate a problem. Also, if a large number are rented, then your lender may not give you a loan.
Yeah, that's a frequent one that we run into. After all those foreclosures happened, a lot of investors bought condos, and then it changed it. FHA doesn't want to insure any loans that there's more renters there than homeowners. So
right.
Yep.
So sometimes it's 30%, sometimes it's 40%, sometimes it's 50%. It depends on the condominium association.
They're all different. You have to ask.
And condo associations, they have to actually submit their financials to FHA for them to be FHA approved. Also, does the association have adequate reserves to cover items such as roof replacement, parking lot repaving, and pool resurfacing?
Yes, and so when you're buying a condo, you ask to see their financials, and they share them openly. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. Also, are more than 5% of the owners delinquent, which could cause an assessment to the remaining owners? That's part of what you said in terms of the financials. That's related to that.
And
speaking of that, related to that, are there any assessments pending?
Yes,
as well as
assessments
lawsuits pending.
or lawsuits. Also, how much are the fees?
There
and
you
do
go.
those fees cover any utilities?
Yeah. Also, are there any reserved parking spaces, and are there enough parking spaces for guests? And related to that, also, do you get any extra storage for your bikes and your paddle boards and your boats? And here's another interesting one. Is there a restriction for renting units to others And here's one that came up with a unit that actually I owned. Do they restrict the number or breed of dogs that you could have in your unit?
Yeah.
There's another one that if you have a deck or a balcony, are you restricted from using a grill on that balcony? So these are things that you don't necessarily have to consider when you own a home, but you absolutely have to consider when buying a condominium. And we can help you with all of these things. You have to look at the bylaws and restrictions, and we can help you. Stay with us, everybody. We'll be right back. Good morning, WBOB listeners. It's your realtor on the radio, Howard Vergalis of Watson Realty Corp. Angela and I want to thank you for tuning in with us for our 5th year now. It's been such a great pleasure to be on the radio with you, giving you advice on buying and selling, as well as answering your questions on the air. Thank you so much for the trust that you have in us as professional, experienced realtors with over 20 years of combined experience. We want you to know that when it's time to sell your home, we want to be your realtor. We will focus on your home, your family, and your time frame. Our team will customize a marketing plan to give you the best exposure to get you the best price and have the best selling experience possible. Whether it's a condo or a house, a short sale or a regular sale, a $200,000 home or a mansion, you will get the same great service. Call us at 421-7950 and join the multitudes of others that have experienced the Angela and Howard team advantage. There's finally a mortgage lender in Jacksonville that sees financing differently. With 20 years experience, CMG Financial understands that the most important purchase in your life, your home, deserves the right mortgage. Tim McConnell at CMG Financial will work to customize the best financing option for you. Angela and I recommend CMG Financial to all our customers. Give Tim a call at 528-2103. That's 528-2103. CMG Financial is a registered trade name of CMG Mortgage, Inc., NMLS number 1820, and licensed as a mortgage lender servicer by the Office of Financial Regulation, number MLD 375, individual MLS number 181046. One of the most critical parts of buying or selling your home is the very last process. That's the closing process. Angela and I recommend Watson Title Services. They have the experience to handle any issue that can come up, and there is never an upfront fee to the seller. Whether you are using a realtor with the sale of your home or not, always ask for Watson Title Service to handle your closing. We do. Call them at 461-3220. That's Watson Title Services.
This segment of Real Estate Radio with Angela and Howard is brought to you by Watson Title Services of Northeast Florida. For answers to your North Florida real estate questions, call into the show at 222-TALK. That's 222-8255.
Welcome back, everybody. So excited here on this happy Saturday. I hope you guys have a really fun weekend planned, because this is the fun weekend here.
What are you going to do?
Well, I'm leaving town.
You're leaving?
It's the fun weekend here, but I'm leaving town.
You're packing?
I'm packing today, and I'm going, well, I'm showing property too, but then I'm packing, and I am leaving for the Biltmore.
The Biltmore?
I kept telling my daughter, I'm going to the Biltmore house. I'm going to the Biltmore house. She was like, Mom, I don't have any idea what you're talking to.
You mean you're not doing real estate for a few days?
I am going to be studying some of the prettiest architecture in the United States at the Biltmore house.
Okay. Be fun? You going to try and get a listing for it to put it on the market?
No, trust me, they make way more money renting out the stuff than they do selling it.
So you told me that they have a hotel on the premises now.
Yep.
Okay.
Expensive.
Okay.
But I'm going to go have a great time.
Okay, have a great time.
So I'm leaving you here in charge of our business, and you got to make a bunch of money while I'm gone. Can you do it?
I'm going to try. Okay. So all of you listeners out there, if you want to list your house or if you want to sell your house, call me. I'm going to give everybody my cell phone number.
Yes.
687-8161. I want to come over. I want to meet you, and I want to list your house or sell your house. And that way I can brag on the radio next week that I did it alone while Angela was gone.
Yeah, I don't know.
But now you don't want to
without
go, do
me,
you?
right? No, because I love meeting new people. I love going to homes and getting homes listed for sale. And I love taking buyers around. I mean, I just love what I do. But I haven't been on vacation in like, I don't know,
Long
year and a
time.
half or 2 years. So I got to get away for a little while. Just take a little mental health break, a few days, and I'll be back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Going with a friend, too, right?
Yes.
Okay. So are you going to be a good girl when you go? You going to behave yourself?
What happens at the Biltmore stays at the Biltmore.
Okay. So you're going to be a good girl?
I'm not committing yet one way or the other.
Okay, because some people, they're not very good.
Oh.
Right?
Yes.
Some people are bad boys.
Just boys. Boys are bad. Girls are good.
Right. Another fun feature here on Real Estate Radio is Bad Boys. It's our scam of the week.
What happened?
Well, this is kind of an interesting one because there are bad boys in this one and there are good boys in this one.
Okay.
So there's a huge private equity firm called Apollo Management. Now, Apollo Management, they have good boys in them and they have bad boys. They're headquartered in New York. They manage over 200 billion, and I did say billion with a B, in assets for their clients, including 13 billion in assets in real estate. And that's why this is a real estate related scam. Now, one of their senior partners, his name was or is Mohammed Ali Rashid. Mm-hmm. He was found to have stolen some of his clients' money by billing them for his own personal expenditures. This is while he was a senior partner there. Now, the company, they caught him twice. And they said, no. You got to stop doing that. But apparently he didn't. And 3 strikes and you're out. So he didn't stop, and he finally got fired. But the company, they wanted to protect themselves. And in total, what they found after they brought in a forensic accountant, they found $290,000 in falsely billed expenses for family vacations, visits to a hair salon. I guess he had a lot of hair. High-end electronics, and he even doctored a receipt for a $3,500 suit, not for him, but for his dad, as well as personal spa treatments. Now, we really do give kudos to his company who gave him our favorite line.
Hit the road, Jack. Yeah. I do think it was good that they took care of that.
Yeah, we congratulate the company for not only firing him, but also calling in the Securities and Exchange Commission to do some additional forensic accounting and for prosecuting. Of course, they probably should have done it sooner.
Our advice on this one is that if you get an invoice from any professional, check the invoice for questionable items and amounts. It's not that there may be anything improper in them, but there could just be honest errors. Every time there is a closing on a piece of real estate, Howard and I always look at the figures to see if anything looks unrealistic. Luckily, on these transactions, multiple people are looking at them along with the buyer and the seller, the realtor representing the seller and the realtor representing the buyer. So you're covered in our deals, that's for sure.
Big company, and they should have checked on everybody's expense accounts.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that the company checked, but they should have been checking a little bit sooner. Can you imagine handling 600 or 200 billion?
I know that number's kind of staggering for me.
Yeah, they're headquartered in New York, but they have offices all over the world.
Yeah.
Apollo Management.
Well,
anyway, so that was a bad boy.
But a good company.
Good company. And now it's time for... we only have 3 of hot deals to talk about today. We have had such a great few months that just about all of our properties are under contract or sold. So one of them is Austin Market because the the homeowner is doing some upgrades to the plumbing, but we've got 3 of them to talk about today. And I want to talk about the first one is because we're doing a very, very unique thing in the community of Palencia. Every once in a while, sometimes we initiate it and sometimes another realtor initiates it, in that we do a community-wide open house.
Yes.
And Palencia is a community that is very, very large. There's almost 2,000 homes in there, and it abuts to the Intercoastal.
Yes.
And they have homes in there that that range from, well, at least the ones that are...
Well, there's some condos, so that puts you in the $200,000-$300,000 range, but then you go up to the multi-million-dollar range.
Right, but for this open house, there are 14 open houses.
Yes.
And they range from $330,000 to $1.1 million.
Yes.
So if you want to see a range of really beautiful homes,
absolutely,
then come to Palencia today.
Yes.
So when you get to either of the guard gates, just tell them you come to see the open houses. They will give you a map where all of them are and pictures of the houses, and you will have free reign to drive around, see all the amenities. It's a golf course community.
And the house you'll be at?
The house I'll be at is 100 La Mesa.
Yes.
It's in one of the guard-gated parts. Not all of the houses in Palencia are guard-gated. This one is 4,300 square feet. It's 4 bedrooms plus an office that could be a bedroom, plus an area, flex area next to the kitchen. There's a huge, huge upstairs bonus room that also has a full bath or a half bath upstairs with a balcony. It's 4.5 baths. It's a David Weekley home, so you know it's built really, really well. Built-ins all over the place. High ceilings, a great screen porch, gorgeous landscaping, paver driveway. By the way, there's an elementary school right in the community, and it's in St. John's Schools. It's halfway. It's on right off Phillips Highway. So if you're heading south on 95, you would get off of the International Golf exit and head to your left. So that's heading right toward the ocean.
Yeah.
And you'll run right into Palencia.
Yeah, you just keep going straight.
Beautiful community. And the open house is from 1 to 3. So it may stay a little bit later than that. It depends on how many people show up. So I will be there. I'm wearing a
see Howard
and
today.
Since there are going to be a lot of people showing up, I'm wearing a suit today. So anyway.
You're always wearing a suit when you're doing business.
Anyway, come and see me today from 1 to 3 and check out all the other houses.
Telling people what you're wearing. What are you trying to do? Pick somebody up?
No.
Anyway. I'm just messing with you because I can.
Also, down that way is another house off of that same exit, just headed the other way off of 95, is Samara Lakes in the World Golf exit on Notchaway, 1209 Notchaway, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, has both a living room and a family room and a huge loft, big rooms, big fenced yard, a little over 3,100 square feet. And it has a guest bedroom downstairs. No CDD fees. The HOA is only $137 a quarter. Oh my gosh. $315,000. That's $100 a foot, and all the new homes are going for $120 a foot. A-rated schools because it's St. Johns County. Oh my gosh. We got all kinds of things happening. So, you know, Angela and I love living here in Northeast Florida. I hear the music going. I see the Van Wees that are waiting to come up and tell you about what's been going on in the financial sector with all the record-breaking Dow Jones averages. And for real estate, if you need a professional on your side, we are here to help you. Call me after the show, 687-8161. Have a blessed day, everybody. We're going to be back with you next week. Stay tuned to the Van Wees, and we'll talk to you later. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.